Hi, I'm Beth Fischer. I am the creator of the Betrayal Trauma Healing Method, and I am in a series right now called What Comes Next. And this is in response to the Coldplay Kiss Cam video that has been going viral for these last few days. My issue is that people are so focused on the video itself, right? Watching that happen in real time. I want to talk about what comes next. I want to talk about the ripple effect, the aftermath when affairs are discovered. And that's what this whole series is about. And today I want to talk about the nervous system. And I know you might be like, what the heck, the nervous system? But this is a very important conversation because if we don't understand how our brain and our nervous system works whenever we're in sort of a trauma state, a panic state, then we're going to jump to all kinds of conclusions, and we can stay stuck. We can get stuck in what we call survival mode. So I want to talk about the nervous system today. So whenever we are in any sort of a dangerous situation, our nervous system reacts automatically. We don't have to think about it. When the brain detects danger, which is what it's designed to do, search the world for any sort of danger, any threat to our survival, that's what the brain does. When it detects that, in a millisecond, a fraction of a millisecond, the nervous system responds and puts us into this fight or flight mode. And yes, there's freeze and fawn as well. But for today, I just want to talk about this fight flight mode. So in other words, the brain sees danger and the nervous system responds, and it causes our body to do something. I want you to think about how, like, if you're crossing the street, right? You're just minding your business, crossing the street, and all of a sudden you see a car coming. What happens? You get that instant panic, and then your body does the rest. Boom, you jump back or you run forward, but you get out of the way. You don't stand there and think about, like, oh, okay, the car's coming 30, 40 miles per hour. What should I do? Should I run? Should I go backwards? We don't do that. When our nervous system detects danger, the response is automatic. So now let me talk about that video. If you watched the slow motion replay of that video, you can see the exact moment, the exact second that each of those two people in the video saw the danger when they recognized that they were on camera. What happened next is both of their nervous systems went into that stress state. What did the man do? He went down. What did the woman do? She turned around, right? So in that split second, both of their brains registered there was a threat, there was something dangerous, right? The camera. And their nervous system responded without them even thinking about it. I was reading some comments on social media, and somebody said, oh, if the guy would have just stood there, or if they would have just stood there and not responded, it wouldn't have been as big of a deal. Neither of them were able to do that because that would have required conscious thinking. That would have required them to analyze the situation and go, oh, what should I do now? There's a camera on me. That's logic. Well, when there's a threat, logic goes out the window. So there's no way either of them in that split second could have had any sort of logical thought about what was happening. They went into an immediate stress state and their body took over. One went down and one turned around. There's no logic when we are in any sort of a survival mode state. And let's not beat around the bush. Both of those people went into that survival mode state. Their brain saw danger, their body responded. If you're a betrayed partner listening to me right now, when you watched that video, you saw danger in that video. You saw your story in that video, and your body responded in kind. Your body responded as if that was happening to you. And that's the trigger. That's the dysregulation, we call it, in your nervous system. You didn't control that. You didn't look at that video and go, oh, let me analyze this video and see how I should respond, right? It was automatic. You see, that's the beauty and the curse of our nervous system. We can't hide from danger. If there's a threat, our body is going to respond. If you're the unfaithful partner and you're trying to reconcile, you're trying you're doing your therapy, you're trying to fix this mess. I mean, that's what we help unfaithful partners do. But if that's you and you're really trying, when you see your betrayed spouse, see that video and you see the state that they go into, don't look at them and say, oh my gosh, here you go again. Oh my gosh, when are you going to move on from this? That's not how you respond to somebody who's in a high stress state. We have to show up with empathy and say, yeah, gosh, that's really hard. That must be really hard for you to watch that video because it's reminding you of what I did. And I'm sorry. Again, that's what reconciliation on the other side of betrayal would look like. So the big theme for today is that your nervous system is going to respond to danger, no matter where the danger is coming from. And the other thing to really keep in mind is that our brains don't distinguish between real danger and potential danger. Our brains respond to potential threats in the same way it does as if the threat is real. There's no time to figure out, is this danger real? No, the brain just assumes it's going to be dangerous. It assumes that it's a real threat, and we respond from that perspective. So I hope this helps. Again, this is a whole series that I'm doing as a result of that Coldplay Kiss Cam video. If you want more information, then I suggest you follow me, subscribe to my channel, because I'm going to be talking every day about what comes next. Until then, take care.